Hey YouTube, this is Dr. Henna. I'm back with my second week Loc update. So first, I just wanted to start off really quick with why I big chopped. I actually started growing my hair back in 2009 until 2014 when I chopped my hair off. Um, and it had been, I think it was like nipple length, like down here or whatever, at the longest. Um, and I enjoyed it. It was great. My dad actually died of cancer in um, 2013, at the end of 2013. And in March of 2014 is when I decided to cut my hair off. I think it's part of that, like, I guess the emotional baggage from, seeing my dad, suffer and everything and then die. I was actually there when he passed. And just being tired of dealing with my hair on a daily and weekly basis, because if you look at my previous videos, I was doing a lot with my hair. So um, I tried all sorts of different styles, all natural styles. I mean, the most heat I used was like a blowout, but I never flat ironed it. But everything else, like roller sets and things like that, I've done that and everything. Anyhow, um, so that's why I did the big chop, because I know some of you were probably wondering, some of my previous subscribers are wondering like why did he cut off his hair. So it took me 2 years. I grew back my hair to about 10, right now it's like 10 inches because I just trimmed it. So I had like 11 inches before I trimmed it. But yeah, I started my locks with 10 inches of hair. You see how much it's shrunk, right? Like at least half. Um, but anyhow, and I have like type 3C hair, coily, curly, and kind of wavy. It's wavy on the top, especially. Um, but anyhow, so I grew my hair out this time with the express intention of locking my hair. I'm trying to remember which side. Okay, this camera has my everything flipped. Anyway, so I did it this time with the express intention of locking my hair. If I had thought about it before chopping my hair off, I would have just kept my hair long and locked it that way. But I wasn't thinking, like I said, it was an emotional time for me. So um, this time around, um, I'm going to lock my hair, or I am locking my hair, I should say. And what I've been, oh yeah, I also want to address for like the new people. Why I call myself Dr. Henna. I know my channel name says Gemelo330, or it looks, I know you're probably reading it like Gemelo330. Gemelo is Spanish for twin. I'm a twin. I have a twin sister. And our birthday is March 30th. So that's where the channel name comes from. I call myself Dr. Henna because I'm part of several Facebook groups for natural hair, and because I do know a lot about henna, and I like kind of preach the henna gospel, so to speak, because I think everybody should be using henna in their hair because it's great for deep conditioning and strengthening your hair, um, and also for like moisture retention as well. At least for my hair, from my experience. And so the name Dr. Henna came about and it kind of stuck. So that's why I call myself Dr. Henna. But anyhow, I will be using henna in the future, and with my locks, and probably some other Ayurvedic herbs like cassia, amla, things like that. I love using all natural products, do it yourself kind of stuff, so I'll be sharing that with you guys as well. And yes, you can use that stuff for locks. I think the key to using it with locks is that you'll probably have to make sure you dilute it enough, but not too much, because you don't want it to be too runny to where it's all over the place, but you don't want it to get stuck in your hair either. So you want to make sure it can rinse through your locks and everything. Um, but right now, what I've been doing for like the past month and a half, I guess, um, yeah, it's been a month and a half, just about. I've been doing the water only washing method, which at first I thought was a lot of BS, but after trying it out, I realized I forgot how oily my hair was and my scalp. And with the water only washing method, the point of it is to um, get full sebum coverage of your hair. So basically, you cleanse your hair, and then you every day you rinse it with water, and you're massaging it and scrubbing it with your pads of your fingers, and you're trying to stimulate the sebaceous glands, which are the glands in your scalp that produce your scalp's natural oil. I know a lot of African descendant people with curly hair and kinky hair, we use external oils like jojoba oil, almond oil, olive oil, etc., on our hair and our scalp, or castor oil, what have you. And and the truth is that our scalps produce oil, but when you actually put stuff on your scalp, when you put oil on your scalp, it actually lowers the production of your own natural sebum. So with the water only washing method, you're trying to reestablish your scalp's sebum as the primary oil that's on your hair. And the problem with kinky coily hair is that because of the texture, it's hard. You rarely get full sebum coverage. So with this method, you're massaging your scalp daily in the shower. You're actually moving the oil manually down your hair shaft with your fingers. And so gradually, over the course of a month or 2 months or however long it takes, based on your sebum production and the texture of your hair, you'll eventually get full sebum coverage. The natural sebum from your scalp actually has its own light hold. It's not going to be like the Eco Styler gel, 10. It's not going to give you that kind of hold, but it'll give you a light hold, and it'll help your hair to clump on its own. I noticed that my wash and goes were getting better and better. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wait a second, I'm not using any products, and my wash and goes are looking better than anything. Like, it was just crazy. It almost made me have second thoughts about starting locks. It was like, if my hair is looking like this, why am I going? But no, I'm still not dealing with detangling. And that's the other reason I started my locks. So, I want to have long hair, for spiritual reasons, and but I don't want to deal with the hassle of dealing with it all the time. If my hair wants to naturally tangle, I'm gonna let it naturally tangle, but I'm also gonna make sure it looks good, which is why I went to a loctician to get my parts and coils and everything done. I'll probably be handling it my own from now on. We'll see. I may go to a loctician in the future, if I get lazy or something, but. For now, I'll probably be trying to maintain it myself because that's what I usually do with my hair. So, now, with the water only washing method, before I started it, I was having really bad flaking and itching on my scalp to where even if I used one of those dandruff medicated shampoos, or Head and Shoulders or whatever, it will work for a couple of days, and like maybe 4 days in, I would need to wash my hair again, like not even a full week later. And so those didn't really work for me. Tea tree oil and stuff like that didn't really work. But this water only washing method actually has done it for me, at least so far. So getting my scalp wet and scrubbing it and everything with my fingers gently, that has worked. Um, and so I think, I don't know I'm not really, I'm still trying to figure out why that's working and nothing else. But I'm happy that it's cheap and free. So if you have really bad scalp issues, I don't think I have seborrheic dermatitis or anything like that, but I'm not sure what's ailing my scalp. I went to a dermatologist and she didn't see anything wrong, but something's wrong. So um, I'm happy that that was working. So after a month and a half or so, I finally started to see a little bit of dandruff. So I was like, okay. And I could smell my sebum, which, just like any other natural oil, the sebum from your scalp has its own natural scent. Um, it's not fishy like fish oil, but it has its own natural scent. That's like the closest thing that I can compare it to, but it's not a fish scent. But and it's not nearly as strong as fish oil. But it's not. It doesn't smell like daisies or anything either. So, but it's what I did is I actually mixed a little bit of ACV with some coconut oil and water, and I used that in an applicator bottle, and I actually went in my scalp and got that in there and um, clarified my scalp a little bit or with that. And it didn't strip my scalp. It didn't strip my sebum too much, really. It did cleanse my hair and it did alleviate my scalp, the itching and stuff as well, a little bit further. Um, so, um, that brings me to my last point. Uh, if you have baby locks or starter locks, there's really no reason to hold off washing your hair. I have really loose curly hair. Look at my hair. Look at these curls. You can see that. Like, you see that? I'm actually gonna wrap that around. But that's what I've been doing too, wrapping these loose hairs around so they look semi neat. Because I've always had frizzy hair, but these loose hairs are like Like, oh, that's special. Um, anyhow, I don't want to make this video too much longer, but if you have starter locks, please, please, whether or not you do the water only washing method does not matter, but please wash your hair. I know that my hair is longer, but one of my main concerns was unraveling. Like my coils coming apart, but because the loctician actually used my natural curl pattern to determine the size of my coils, my hair stays. He didn't use any gel. He didn't use any kind of product. All he used was a little bit of oils that he mixed up, right? Natural oils. And he didn't even have to do that, to be honest. Because like I said, I have full sebum coverage. But that's all it, and it's been staying the whole time. I go in every single day in the shower, get my hair sopping wet, and scrub on my scalp with my finger pads. And all my locks are staying. All of them, like about 150 of them, all of them have been staying. So if you have tight 4C hair or nappy hair, whatever you want to call it, kinky hair, you definitely can wash your hair right away. Please do. You don't have to do the water only washing method, but please wash your hair. That is a lie. It's a vicious, ugly lie. Even if you have loose hair like me, if you have the coils the right size, your coils will stay. Look at that. That ain't going nowhere. Every single day I get that wet. Now, do I go in just like, ah? I don't go crazy like that. If you're using shampoo, it's fine. Focus on your scalp. Um, just take a little bit, focus on your scalp, and it doesn't take a lot to go in there. And then I do lightly just finger coil my hair to make sure that, any tangling at the roots is cleared up. But nothing major. I do that while I'm watching a show or something after I shower or whatever, but it's nothing crazy. I'm not sitting there for 5 hours twisting my hair. No, that's not what I'm doing. But other than that, that's all I really want to cover in this video. In my next video, I will be discussing actually my Ancestry DNA results and GEDmatch.com results. Those are two services that talk about your ethnic background and things like that, dealing with your DNA. I actually have a degree in genetics, and so I'll be just discussing it from that point of view. I love genealogy and things like that. But I'll be talking about like the shortcomings of those types of testing and the pros and the cons, basically. So anyhow, that's all. Like and subscribe, and leave your comments below or questions. Please leave questions and comments. If you want to see any other types of videos, let me know. I'm definitely open to suggestions. All right, so you guys take care and see you later.